Good day, everybody. Today is Sunday, February 12th. Going to talk about crypto that's been doing okay, even though you may not hear about it. One of them's Ethereum Classic. The other one I'm going to talk about here is Litecoin. For those that may not know, Litecoin is peer-to-peer internet currency that enables instant, near zero cost payment to anyone in the world. Litecoin is open source global payment network that is fully decentralized without any central authorities. So there you go. Now, the funny thing is, Bitcoin, as I'm looking at the price, is roughly just around $100. We'll get in that in a second. Really decent rise. It's been fairly volatile, but if you're looking to invest somewhere, this may be it. Now, I'm just looking at 1 day, 4.6%, 7 day SMA move, simple moving average return 7.02, 1 month it's 29%, year to date 34%. So that's really, really strong. Probably as good as Bitcoin. I can't talk about the volatility on it because I just don't know, but I am going to look at some of the interesting topics here that may be of interest for you. Is It's one of the original Bitcoin coins out there. Um, Lots of exchanges support it, uh, and so on. Now I'm looking at the latest price here, February 12th, at 6, I believe 6 p.m. I don't know where that's from, but the latest price is $94. It is kind of moving up. Also, there's a lot more asks than bids, quite a few actually. Um, there's a lot of other data I can give you. There's not as much GitHub activity on it as the larger coins. And looking at the technical analysis now, yeah, I do see the price going up. These are just now different types of moving averages, be it uh, exponential. There's a cross back just probably the beginning of the year. Another one later on, probably the first week of January. Looking at the CCI, the Commodity Channel Index, and it has gone up quite a bit, and then it drops back to the overbought, but it's approaching overbought. Looking at the MACD convergence, there's a little bit of volume there in the last few weeks and maybe even days. There is a signal line; it's fairly high. Um, So there's probably a good entry point there if that's what you use for your entries. Um, Now, the one that I do know a lot of the investment banks use is a rune. Okay. So a rune is signaling to me a lot of buys, but very low number of signals on the Arun down. It did just recently spike, but it's still elevated on the up Arun signal, and it's elevated. It stays elevated. So right now it's about 50. So that's on the Arun oscillator, which is fairly strong. Uh, Litecoin Bollinger Bands. It's well within the upper and lower bands on the Bollinger, but it's more approaching the upper band, which tells you that it's got more upward moving pressure. The Fibonacci seems to continue. The trend line is at its trend right now for price entries, so it's a good time to probably go in based upon what I'm seeing here. Now, from the quantitative analysis, all these figures and don't mean a lot to me, to be truthful. Now, in terms of rolling standard deviation, it's at 5. It did peak like the rest of them in April 2022. It's been fairly flat. It's fairly oscillates quite a bit. Um, the kurtosis indicator that I'm seeing here is fairly low. And when it's fairly low, um, that's like an entry signal from what I'm seeing here. if the momentum does continue to move up. But a lot of this, I hate to say, to me, just is kind of meaningless. But there seems to be some continued momentum, especially as on the SMA uh, that I've told you. Now, here's the annual volatility, which is really high for crypto at 84%. That's really strong. That's an annual volatility. Volume is at 678 million transferred over a 7 day average. Um, so those are the signals that I have here, but it looks okay. And if you want more info, let me know. And if you want to learn more, quantlabs.net/books. And the surprising thing is, I did say earlier that altcoins are questionable, but here, from an investment, I would put a little bit in there. It does move up, and the 1 day move and the 7 day, as I hinted, it's pretty strong. Other than that, we shall talk to you later. Have a good day.